Go ahead. Speak, citizen. An all-female gang of thieves has been recently plaguing Anvil with a very unique method of robbing. They pick on only the men. If you want to help us do something... Farewell.
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of... Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. I'm sorry. The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and the city guard hasn't done very much about it because, frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of... When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with... The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. Can you help? Thank you. All I can tell you is Gogan may be able to give... I like it here. The flowing bowl attracts the worst and has rock.
What do you want? I see my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the flowing bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my... Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Just please, help me get that. Thank Akata. Sorry, I'm new in town. I'm merely a man. How could I resist? Yes, Master. You need me?
This is a wondrous encounter. Welcome.
Such good company. Welcome.
How do you do? How are you? Going into that Oblivion gate was... The Count went... Yes. I've no... If you wait around long... Have you spoken to... Okay.
I haven't seen you here before. Ah. Well, you look like... I'll tell you what. We have a cozy... I'll mark it down on... I can promise... Do I really have to...
Fine.
Can't wait to see you. Hope you're not planning...
What's the news?
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it. I heard the doctor...
This is a travesty. A complete... And nobody will help me. Of course you can't. Nobody ever wants to help. That's the... Wait. Did you actually... Oh, how wonderful. This is my ship, you see. The Serpents... They made the journey and arrived back all right. But then... Someone murdered them. All of them. The crystal ball is in a chest. Get the crystal ball and... You did it! It's the captain's enchanted cutlass. I managed to grab it when I was in his...
Look at the muscles on it.
I see you took us up on our offer. Good. Now we can't have you standing there all What? What are you talking about? Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered... Okay, girls! Show me what you... All fury. This is the one where you fall down and bleed to death. You elves are all sick.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured, the women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to... You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame. We'll clean up the mess. Don't... If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. You've done well, and... Don't...
A little busy right now. Got...
Sorry, can't talk right now.
Cheydinhal sleep. Ooh, look, a fly. You really thought that? They say a thief. Good day.
Please be gentle. Thank. Blessings of Anu.
I'm done talking to you. You really thought that Kinnereth treasure holes near Fort Nazo and Fort Fassian? Tell me more. Be seeing you.
Ob only. Thank you. Poor Tivola. I hear she's burning Cheydinhal inside out, looking for her husband Ryth. Ryth Lathandis is one of the greatest painters in... Sins of Mystara upon...
I'm sorry. No. Due to outstanding...
I'm pleased that a night... There are no quests. It sounds like... Goodbye.
How good to see you. Perhaps in the future. Ever since Ulrich Leyland took over the guards have imposed new... If you can't pay the fine, if you're interested, go talk... Yes, I am a member of... If you want to hear the...
I'm pleased that... Goodbye, Knight. Remember to carry our symbol proudly as a beacon of hope for all Cyrodiil.
Can you help me, please? I'm Tavella Lathandis. I'm sorry to be so Yes, my husband is the... You haven't? That's strange. Ryth is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil. His specialty is setting the great forest to canvas. The paintings look so amazingly real that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze. That's just a silly notion, of course, but it just goes to show the attention to detail Ryth uses. Yes, Ryth likes to work in his studio with the door locked, so no one can disturb him. He usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep. But 2 days ago, he didn't come out at all. At first, I wasn't worried. He does that occasionally. But when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio with a key he said to use only in emergencies. I'm sure he never left that room, so I have no idea. Oh, thank you so very much. Do hurry up. Do be careful.
Let's go. Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside. While I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face, you're stuck here like I... Sorry to break it to you like that, but if it wasn't for that annoying thief... I was in my studio when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint. I knew the secret of my success would be revealed one day. Very well. The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had exploded next to him, and he lost the use of both arms. He was a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of Dibella, he prayed to her for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It's said the bristles of the brush are woven from Dibella's own hair. That injured man was my father. He passed the brush on to me, and I intend to pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works? The brush allows the artist to paint from within a canvas. It opens a portal into which the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course, I like to wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a... I guess it all doesn't matter now. The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him. He didn't know the brush had its risk. The creatures are now loose all over the forest, and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosma thief there. I will not be able to help you. I am not a warrior. But take these bottles of turpentine. They might help. I'll have to remember to remove the... Any luck yet? Be cautious, friend. Good work. Now, follow me. No time to talk. Tivella.
Wraith, oh my love, you're home safe. I was so afraid.
If it wasn't for my friend here, you'd be right.
Come, you must need food and rest.
I will rest, but I must take care of our guest first. I don't know how to thank you. You have a good heart to help me get back home. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Here, please take this apron as a token of our friendship. All I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence secret. If word gets around that I have it, I'm afraid more than a lone cut-purse will visit me. The boots of the crew. Safe journey, Seryo.
Please share the hospital. Safe
You're
travels,
not
Matsera.
supposed to be in here!
It's so good to meet you. You seem far too nice. Naspia, oh, please, don't even get me started. That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail. What in Oblivion is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? I'm sure he's lining his pockets with the gold of the good citizens of Cheydinhal. Take my good friend Aldous Othran, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly. Have you ever gone past a guard barracks? When are they not drunk and disorderly? What kind of a stupid fine is that? Well, Aldous couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards! The Count? He could care less about our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be. Well, there's one man who seems to care. Garrus Dorelia, the second in command of the guard. I hear he isn't happy with Ulrich. I don't know what you can do for us in this situation. I mean, Ulrich is a captain after all. You can find him roaming the county hall. Poor fellow. They were traveling the road from the Imperial City when a bandit raiding party struck. He barely escaped alive. Ever since then, he's been drunk. Sure, he gets rowdy sometimes, but he's never hurt anyone. I don't know where the Count found him, but I sure wish he'd send him back. He's a menace to this town. Garrus may be our only hope. Hello again, Matsera.
Yes? What do you want? I can't say I'm Go ahead. What a thought. It appears you've spoken to Lavanna. I know she sounds a bit like a raving madwoman, but she isn't far from the truth. Ulrich is definitely up to something. Every day, we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of the money goes, I have a good idea. At first, I thought maybe he was from wealthy stock, but many of the goods have been delivered recently. I'd love to bring him to task in front of Count Indaris, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him. Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined or get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a witness is Aldous Othran. That is, if we could sober him up for 5 minutes. I haven't approached him myself, as Ulrich has eyes everywhere. However, he doesn't know you well enough yet to suspect anything. If you want to help, you need to get Aldous to agree to become a witness. Aldous is living on the street. He won't be hard to find. Beware of Ulrich. If you raise a hand against him and strike him down, you'll be accused of murder. Even if Ulrich doesn't do things by the letter of the law, I do. You must locate Aldous. He's a danger to himself and others.
Blade and bone. Speak to me.
Who are you? Ha! That stupid Swit? All I did was fall down, sure. Well, I'm not... This is my house. Get out of the way. Move, I say.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship, the Count of Cheydinhal. Leave immediately.
I said move, or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the ground with a split lip.
Sir, I must warn you that threatening a city guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold. Pay, or be jailed.
You Swit! How dare you? Ulrich be damned. He can take his fine and stuff it up his backside.
You've been warned. You're now under arrest. Please, come with me.
I'll go nowhere with you, fetcher. Nowhere. Ah!
Move along, citizen. You saw what happened. I had no choice. Aldous attacked first, and I had to defend myself. If you don't like it... Move along, please.
Hello again, Sarah. What's wrong? Oh no, they killed him. I can't believe this. Ever since his wife passed at the hands of the bandits, his life has been miserable. I'd grown to become fond of him. I wanted to take him into my house, but I was afraid. And now look what's become of him. There are no more options left. Ulrich must be dealt with. Go tell Ulrich that I have some information. Then lead him. I'll make the necessary. I'll deal. Ulrich will not buy his way out of this one.
Feel Ulrich's eyes upon me. We must put an end. Aldous will be mourned. I won't sit by and watch the innocent being driven to the brink like that. Something must be done, but without bloodshed. Levana has always been quick-tempered. You must reconsider her plan. It can only lead to prison for her and for you. I swear that Ulrich will pay for this. We must handle this carefully and prove to the Count that Ulrich has been watching me, so I haven't been able to enact a plan I devised to bring him down. The evidence we need to incriminate Ulrich must lie within his quarters. If you're caught, there is...
What is it, Sarah?
The muscles on you.
You wear the shadow. Shadow hide you.
You're back. Good. You've done it. This letter will spell his... I must hasten to the Count.
Greetings. What exactly do you...
After speaking to the Count, and in light of the evidence you recovered, Ulrich has been removed from his post and arrested. Many guards are coming forward with more evidence of his greed, so it's safe to say he'll be spending quite a bit of time in the city dungeons. I've been promoted to the post of Captain of the Guard, and hope to return respect to the peacekeepers of this town. The Count and I thank you for helping bring Ulrich's hold on Cheydinhal to an end, and for doing so without unnecessary bloodshed. As a token of our gratitude, as you did this at the risk of false imprisonment or perhaps your life, we reward you this bounty of gold. On behalf of the people of Cheydinhal, I thank you. Ulrich will be spending years in the city dungeons. I hear the shield. Until we meet again, may your travels be safe and the road remain clear.
Please, by all means. You saved the church. I would... May I interest you in some of my fine wares? Be seeing you.